With North Korea's failed launch of a long-range rocket last week, much world attention has focused on the isolated country on China's northeastern border. North Korean officials claimed the Unha-3 rocket was simply another stage in the development of a peaceful space program. The launch was planned to mark the centenary of the birth of Kim Il-sung, the grandfather of current top leader Kim Jong-un. However, the second stage failed to separate and the rocket crashed into the sea between China and South Korea. Prior to this, there had been widespread opposition to the launch, including from China. The US and many of its allies said it was simply a cover for a long-range ballistic missile test, and they cancelled 240,000 tons of promised food aid in retaliation. And Russia said the attempt showed disregard for a UN resolution imposed after a similar launch in 2009. Meanwhile, South Korea claims it has intelligence reports which suggest the North is now also preparing to carry out a test explosion of another nuclear device. But what do ordinary Chinese people feel about the issue? Our researcher Aaron Xu went out to ask.
What do you feel about the launch of a long-range rocket by North Korea?
I
think that's related to the current situation there. North Korea is a closed country. It's like a riddle to us. It just wants to use this launch to prove that its national power has increased.
From my perspective, North Korea should have the right to develop itself. No one has a right to interfere in another's business. I don't think their purpose is to destroy the world.
In my opinion, North Korea just wants to demonstrate what it can do to the world and display its power. Also, since Kim Jong-un became leader, this action will help him establish his prestige.
I don't think the purpose behind this action is to make trouble. In my opinion, North Korea is doing this for self-protection. If it can become strong, then no one can bully it.
Maybe North Korea just wants to prove itself to the world, and perhaps other countries are against this because they believe it could lead to a war.
I think it's North Korea's business, not ours.
As far as I'm concerned, North Korea is a sovereign state and other countries should not interfere in its business. Maybe these satellites will benefit its people.